What's the deal? What's the deal? You know who it is, gang. God Goldie, the one and only late night. Gonna drop a little bit of game if y'all acting right, you know. Let me know y'all in here right now. Let me know y'all in here. Put some questions in the chat. Put some topics in the chat. Make sure it makes sense. If I ain't enjoying myself, I'm getting off. So ask some questions that get me excited. Y'all getting blessed tonight with the God. You know what I'm saying? Game God Goldie, the one and only. I got some God shirts coming too. Let me know if y'all want some of the God shirts. You know, I trademarked GAWD, God. So let me know if y'all want some God shirts because we are all gods. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, I'm getting tired of whatever they doing with this new clothing style. See, I remember back in the day, right, when I used to wear baggy clothes. And I started going to the store and I could never find baggy clothes. No matter what size it was all skinny. Now I started wearing skinny clothes, tight fitting clothes, because I be working out. And now everything I buy is oversized. Do this look like a medium to you? This look like a large, extra large. Everything oversized. I don't feel it. I don't feel it. Now, if you want to dress like that, that's cool, but don't force me into it because now everything I buy, I got to buy extra small just for it to fit right. Put some questions in the chat, man, if you in here. Who caught my last live a couple days ago? Who caught my last live a couple days ago? We was on fire. I didn't even realize it until I watched it back. A lot of people in there, they was like, "Oh man, what happened to you to the little chick you was with?" I said, "Ain't nothing happened, man. I was just talking to the people about the type of women that they dealing with. You know, wasn't nothing personal. But then again, everything is personal because I've had a lot of experiences. So when I get to talking and I get to thinking about all the time I wasted and all the bras I done dealt with that I wasted time with, you know, you can't never get that time back. You can never get that time back, man. I wasted years with this one, months with this one, decade altogether before I really woke up. So I get real passionate about it because that's 10 years I'll never get back. And that time you spending with that low down, dirty broad, rotten broad that ain't pouring back into you, that's just taking your time, energy, money, resources. You ain't never gonna get that time back. You ain't never gonna get that money back. But worse than the money, you ain't never gonna get that time back, man. And it's gone. You should go in the corner and cry somewhere about it. You handle that? I'm a little hungry. Order me a smoothie or something. Yeah. Rory always coming in with the ties for the game. Rory, appreciate you. Always coming through. All right. So if y'all ain't gonna get it started, I guess I'll get it started. I'm gonna go book a game, random page. Give me a smoothie. Did you hear me? Oh yeah. I like who likes me. Order a shirt right now. See, she's on top of it. Order a shirt right now. I like who likes me.com. This might be the only release ever. I already sold out of the blue and one of the other ones. Everything else, man, is going. They're going fast. I got 100 units and they're almost all gone. So get yours because this might be a limited, once in a lifetime opportunity. What's your question? Yeah, she got a question, and then we gonna get to 3D level up. Somebody just asked that last live, but I'll answer it since you put it in the super chat. But she gonna go first with her question. What's your question? No, they can't. They ain't gonna be able to hear you right now. She, she married him for 6 months. No, it's the money. It's the money, of course. They know these women. These women know what they doing. This is their job. You got to think the same way a man will go to school, study. He knows what that profession is going to pay. So he spends his money, spends his time, long nights, early mornings, does the school work, does the internship. Doesn't matter. Listen, this is her job, and she did it, and she did it well. And she knows exactly how much time she actually has to be with that man. It was probably a long time for her because she had to be in a relationship with him. So think it was probably a couple years that she had to set the stage and be with him and nurture this man. She couldn't wait once they got married to be like, all right, I'm gone. Because they've been with each other so long, he's still gonna have to pay some sort of alimony. So, yep, yeah, because they already been together for a time before that. So if he's been supporting her up until even before that, it's a wrap. And these women know that. She knew exactly what she was doing. And that's why I tell these dudes, the only way you can fully vet a woman is to not do anything for her, but be with you. If being with you, turn that off. What are you doing right now? Listen, you see me on live. Why would you do that? Anyway, what I was saying was the only way that you can ever know if that woman is playing you or not, if she's really with you for you or not, is you can't do anything for that woman for a extended period of time. And a lot of you would say, oh, well, why wouldn't you do that? You've never had a woman like you before. Because when a woman really likes you, man, she don't care about no dinner. She don't care about no dates. She don't care about no out the country trips, 5-star meals. All she want to do is be with you. All she want to do is be with you. And when you've had that from multiple women who really like you, then you realize you ain't got to do all that, you know? But you dudes won't do it. Why won't you do it? Because you know deep down inside she don't like you like that. And that's fine as long as you know it. I ain't saying you can't do it. Just know what you got on your hands. And just know you don't know and she don't know. She might have fell in love with the lifestyle. She fell in love with the extravagance. She fell in love with the performance. That's what she fell in love with. And that's fine as long as you know that. Or at least you can say, I don't know if she really loved me because I ain't never just had it just be just me and her. It's always been me, her, and dinner, me, her, and this vacation, me, her, and excitement, me, her, and this trip, me, her, and all of these things that keeps her entertained. It's never just been me and her for an extended period of time for me to even know if she even knows if she just like me and love me for real. But y'all won't do that. Let me know if y'all understand what I'm saying right now. Like a lot of dudes will be with a woman for a long period of time and be like, oh, she played me or she switched up. No, she was just never battle tested. Everybody could act good when it's going good, but can you do bad good? Everybody could act good when it's going good, but can you do bad good? Okay, yeah, we met. It was fun. We was going here. We was going there. We was doing this. We was doing that. I was having it in a major way. Then he loses his job. Something goes bad. All of a sudden, she's unhappy. She's unhappy because it was a lifestyle that made her happy, not you. But you didn't battle test her because y'all are too scared because you think you're a man when you give a woman everything. You're fucking fools. Fucking fools. Listen to other fools. You think you're not a man unless you give her this and give her that. That makes you a man, huh? Of course, women champion that. I'm a champion things that benefit me. But that's why the super rich guy, women, they fuck the pool boy, they fuck the trainer. They ain't never been about the money. It's that they're gonna take it because they don't really like you, so they need something to be there. You think, oh well, no, it's they're gonna take the money because they need something to be there because they don't like you. But for the guy with no money, he don't need nothing but him because they actually like him. You get what I'm saying? But get the game from other people and do it that way. Live how you want to live. I ain't judging. I'm just saying. Almond banana, no. He said, how do you differentiate the ducks from the eagles, man? Listen, if you can't differentiate a duck from an eagle, man, then you're the problem. You don't have discernment. A duck from an eagle for me might be different than a duck from an eagle to you. When I say a duck and an eagle, I'm talking about low level woman, high level woman. You can classify that in many ways. A duck to me is someone who doesn't have much ambition. They're okay with where they are. They don't have vision to see further, and they don't believe they can do more. Or a duck to me is somebody who's on a lower level, but that's okay because everybody starts at a lower level. But either they don't have the vision to become more, they don't see the value in upgrading who they are and higher skills and higher levels of thinking, or they do. And this is the worst type of duck. They want more, but they're not willing to put the work in to become more. Do the things, learn the skills, put themselves in those uncomfortable situations. A duck is essentially somebody who's going to keep you at a ground level. An eagle is one that's going to soar. They see the value in more. They're willing to put the work in to be more. They're willing to read the books. They're willing to become somebody new. They're willing to evolve and change. They're willing to evolve their ideologies. They're willing to see a bigger vision of where they are and believe it's possible. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference to me. I'll put it like this as well. And I'm not saying you don't take a woman who's out of shape and get her in shape. I'm not saying not to. I'm just saying that takes time. Why not just find a woman who's already in shape? There's a woman out there. She's not really confident. She has a lot of self-esteem issues. She's insecure, and it manifests in all these different ways. And you get with this woman and you're trying to go through her trauma and you're trying to say, yo, you're better than that. You're better than that. You could do more. You could be more. That's a duck. Now you can do that and try to change her, but why wouldn't you just go find an eagle, somebody who doesn't have those internal traumas, who doesn't feel insecure, and therefore it manifests in all of these self-sabotaging ways? You get what I'm saying? A woman who's kind of like bipolar, she got a lot of little issues, and you're always trying to talk her off the ledge. You're always trying to console her. You're always trying to reassure her. Well, that's a duck. Why would you not just go find a woman who does not have those issues? Because you're not who you think you are, and you can't catch that woman. You're not who you think you are, and you can't catch that higher level woman who doesn't have those issues. The only reason that you go for the ducks is because that's easy to catch for you, because you haven't evolved yourself, or you have self-conscious limiting beliefs in your own mind to feel like you can't go and find a woman who doesn't have these issues. You get what I'm saying? When I say don't find ducks and teach them to fly, find eagles and teach them flying formation, it's kind of like saying, what would be a good analogy for this? I'm not trying to go and to a high school game and find a bunch of winners at a high school game, all the winners on the court. Okay, these are all the best athletes here. And I'm going to try to take them and start a squad. No. I'm going to go to college. I'm going to go to D1. That's where I'm going to pick the people that I want on my squad. It's different levels. It's probably easier for you to go to a high school and catch some high schoolers, right? It's probably going to be a lot more. You're a lot sharper than them, a lot quicker than them, probably got a lot more money than them. So you could dazzle them and probably get them on your team easier than to recruit somebody from D1. But who's going to be the better and longer lasting? You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. If that's a good analogy, maybe I'll think of a better one later. It's about, man, stop trying to go from the bottom barrel because it's easy to catch. Yeah, that bitch was easy to catch, nigga. She got a whole bunch of problems, a whole bunch of trauma. You know what I'm saying? No wonder she's single. She look good and she's single because every nigga who had her couldn't stand her eventually. But you want to go try to get her. You think you coming up just because she look good. It don't matter. It's spoiled goods. And you're only going to be able to get so far with her. It's already hard enough to be successful. It's already hard enough to climb up the ladder of life. It's already hard enough to evolve and change and grow and keep the vision and keep the doubts away. It's already hard enough to move forward in life. You already got to fight against gravity. Now, on top of gravity, you're going to have to fight against her trauma, her self-sabotaging behavior, her limiting beliefs. If she came up in the slums, all of the things that you're going to have to change when it comes to etiquette and all of these deep-rooted, deep-seated things. Why would you do that? That's a duck. Go find somebody who doesn't have all of these problems. So now all you have to do is flap your wings and fly. But instead, you got to flap your wings and fly, and you got all of this other shit on top of you. You're damn near never going to get there. Never. And even if you do, how long do you think you can keep it up? How, with all that weight on you, even if you do manage to do it, I'm not saying it's impossible. Let's say you do take a duck. With all the extra shit and baggage and trauma and self-sabotaging and bipolar and insecurity, with all that extra shit, even if you do flap your wings hard enough and get up there, how long are you going to be able to fly? And will you ever be able to do anything else? I had a mentor tell me that one time, man. I had a woman, he told me, he said, man, I said, man, can I do it? Can I change it around? He said, you could. But if you do, you ain't going to be able to do anything else in life. He said, you could, but why would you want to? But it's going to take everything out of you if you do change that broad around. It's going to take everything out of you, and that probably going to be the last thing you do the rest of your life. So you just ask yourself, man, you want to keep dealing with them ducks? Hey, man, listen, sometimes it's better to not deal with nobody than deal with a duck. Even if it's a pretty duck, it's better not to deal with none of them because it's energy and life draining. Spend that time developing yourself. Then you'll get on a level where you can attract the eagles, man. I meet ducks all the time. Cute ducks too, man. They look good. But I can see through them and I know, oh, this bitch is a duck. To everybody else, they can't really see it, but I'm looking at it like, no, I know this is trouble. It's not worth, the juice ain't worth the squeeze. And it's easy. They throwing themselves on me, but I know I'm seasoned in this. I'm not going to waste my life, for pennies because it looks good in the beginning. I know I can only take this so far and I'm shooting for the motherfucking moon. Now, if you just shooting for average, get you a bunch of ducks, man. But I ain't shooting for average. Get rich or die trying, man. I'm shooting for the motherfucking moon. I'm trying to go to Mars. You ain't taking a duck to Mars, man. So depend what you want in life, man. I'm trying to go to Mars, man. I want some food too, but I just want a smoothie now so I could drink some on here. Yeah, that's fine. But I mean, let me know if y'all let me know if y'all feel where I'm coming from. I kind of went off on a tangent. Let me know if you get where I'm coming from, if that makes sense to you, because you can actually apply that to anything in life. When you hire employees, it's like if you're starting a startup. Yeah, it's a bunch of cheap. Yeah, you can go to the Philippines and get you some employees. You can go down the street and get you employees. You can hire your best friend, cousin, baby, mother, brother, right? For cheap. Or you can hire the best of the best. And it's going to cost you. But what's going to cost you more is not paying that cost and trying to get it for cheaper. And I bet you your business will not grow to what it could be. You know what I'm saying? You can go to the crackhead around the corner to fix your car. You can do it. But if you got a Rolls Royce, man, I'd be careful because it might cost you more that you did that. If you get what I'm saying. I'm just saying, man, I did it. Man, and it was a struggle. It was like every day, every fucking day, it was work. So our game is so sharp, though. So it worked out. But I wouldn't advise somebody to do it because that's working harder, not smarter. Every fucking day, it was a motherfucking grind. You know what I'm saying? But each one of them made me sharp, though. Tested me, But at the end of the day, When I finally started catching eagles, I made more progress in a couple years than I did in the past 10. And it was even easier for me because I was used to having to deal with all this all day long. When it was easy for me and I still had that same game behind it, it was like, oh, we to the moon. But I can say the same analogy with a lot of things in life, man. When I started doing the right things the right way, higher quality, everything just works better. Let's drop some super chats in here. Come on, man. Don't 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 downplay this game right here. Don't downplay this game. Give me some super chats. Yeah, get them likes up too. Huh? Hey, the link for the shirt is in the description. Support the movement. I like who likes me. The crux of this game right here. You don't get this, you'll never get it. It'll never work. Has a woman ever put her hands on you and then cry victim when you strike back? My baby mama put her hands on me once. Let me see who else. That's the only woman I could ever think to put her hands on me. How do you treat a woman that has a mouth on her and y'all both spend and invest in each other? You're a fucking fool. Hey, bitch, I get paid. I don't get bought. And you can keep that money, take that money, go give it to the next nigga. Bitch, I don't want it if it ain't coming the way I want. Bitch, you can't buy me. If you got a mouth on you, you can't be around here. Take your money and kick the fuck rocks. That's how I feel about it. Bitch, I don't give a fuck what you bringing around this motherfucker unless you dropping off motherfucking 10 million on me. And then I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna skirt off on you as soon as I got it. But that bitch ain't giving you near none enough to have a mouth on her. And all she doing is losing respect for you every time she do. You know why? Because she knows she's buying you. You can be bought. And any man that can be bought gets no respect from a woman. If you're not willing to turn down $1 million from a broad, man, you'll never have her respect. If you're not willing to walk out the house and be homeless when that broad get out of pocket, even though you living with her, if you're not willing to go walk out, be homeless under that bridge with your manhood intact, she ain't never gonna respect you. So she don't respect you. That's why she got a mouth on her. Because I don't care what she doing. We're not doing nothing together. And I will stop what we doing and be at a loss. Be at a loss before I accept disrespect. Bitch, fuck you and your money, ho. Think you is. Bitch, I'm the motherfucking prize around this motherfucker. It is your privilege that you're able to give me something. It is a privilege for you to be able to serve me, not the other way around. Bitch, you can keep it, ho. And if you can't super chat, go buy a product, man. Description, link in description. Give a fuck about a bitch investment. Ain't nobody gonna hold me hostage because that's all these hoes gonna do. Hoes will hold a nigga hostage by doing a little bit of nothing. Come on. I ain't going for it. You got to pay me how I want to be paid. You can't just pay me. You can't just pay me. You have to pay me the way I want to be paid with the attitude I need you to have when you're doing it. If not, you can't do it because I get paid. I don't get bought. And most of you niggas get bought for kibbles and bits at that. Because you don't respect yourself. See, I came up under a man was about his respect first. Nothing else mattered. Your money didn't matter. None of that. Your manhood and your respect that you have and integrity you have with yourself meant everything. And without it, none of that other stuff meant nothing. But we in a different era. Everybody talk about their money and this, that, and the third. So, okay, as long as you got some money, yeah, all right, but that's going to eat at your self-image. And eventually your life is going to deteriorate and you're not going to have a good life. You're not going to have a better life than a man with his manhood intact. I see it all the time. I live in Miami. Dudes is the biggest simps in the world with the most money in the world. They're not living better than most men who got a proper household. Because how? You living in hell with all that money, and it's actually worse. You hate yourself even more because, like, damn, I got all this money and I still can't be happy because you ain't got your household and your manhood and your respect intact. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, my girl starting to act funny, less energy. And when I say, like, look, you're not acting how you was when we first met last month, she say, she good. Listen, man, wrong. You already said the wrongest thing. Let me ask y'all in the chat. What do you think lets you know how off this man is? He said, my girl's starting to act funny, less energy. And when I say, look, you're not acting how you was when we first met last month, she say she good. Well, let me poke some holes in your story, young man. There's no way you should be calling a woman your girl that you just met last month. You don't know that broad. Fuck you think you fooling, nigga. You met that bitch a month ago and you think you know her? This niggas out here with a broad for a year don't know him. 3 months minimum before you know who this woman is. Minimum. And that's only if you as sharp as me. Because a broad gonna hide it for damn sure at least 3 months. Some gonna pop sooner. And I guess yours did. She wasn't acting now how she was acting in the beginning for 2 reasons. One, in the beginning, she doesn't show up as herself. She shows up as her best self, who she thinks you want her to be. And 2, a lot of women, once they see who the man really is, they get more comfortable. Because a lot of times, dudes is putting on a show too. And when she get with you and see that you not who you portrayed to be, or you not as through and through as you thought you was, she be like, well, I'm gonna kick back and do what I do. And just based on what you telling me and you calling that woman your girl after only a month, you jumped the gun, you made her too valuable. She feel like she can do whatever she want to do. Bitch gonna be on pins and needles around me for a long time. Cause it ain't gonna be that easy. Man, what hoops did that broad jump through for you to be calling her your girl after a month, man? You gave her too much too soon and she don't respect it. Only way to reclaim respect, and you probably already messed it up because just based on your conversation and everything you said, you probably just too far gone. You need to get my game guy mentality program. You need to come get around it. Let me show you how to be first. But you just need to go get a new broad. You already ruined that one. The only way you get the respect back at this point is no words, cut her off, don't say nothing else. Say this, hey, this between us is over. Well, why? Hey, I ain't feeling it. It's all good though. Have a good life. That's the only way you might be able to get her to act right later. But I'm sure if I really look through your lifestyle, you probably did a whole lot of other things to make her even act like that in the first place. So get my game guy mentality program, man. If you really want to learn these things. Rory always come. Oh, Afi, my guy, man. Afi, let me know if we could jump on. You want to jump on? We can do it. Blessings to the game, P. Preach on some of the prerequisites of manhood. Oh, that's a good one. Let me get to this super chat though. How should I educate my son about his mom who talking crazy to him about me and she trying to make sure he grows up soft? I lace him, but I'm not sure how heavy I should get. He's only 5. Oh man, you got to do it heavy. You only got 1 to 7 where the subconscious is wide open. And if she's going hard, you have to go harder. Fuck what society say or what motherfuckers think they look like on the outside. That's your seed. And he's going to take in whatever she say at face value. He has no discernment. It's bypassing the conscious mind because his conscious mind isn't fully formed yet. So he doesn't have the conscious mind to be able to reject it. So therefore, he's accepting whatever is being implemented in him, which is why it's one of the most important things at those ages to really guard what's being in his mind. I know what you're going through. So I had to get my son. And to this day, It's things that were implanted in his subconscious mind being around his mother at a young age that I still have to combat now, because once that window is closed, now you have to do the unlearning. And it's a lot harder to undo those things to reprogram than it is to just program right the first time. So go hard about that shit. I don't care what it looked like to nobody else, what it sound like to nobody else. It's what you need to do, because she going just as hard as about it. And she don't understand how much it's going to affect him. You know what I'm saying? So go hard about that shit. Heavy, heavy. Yeah, man, these bras gonna make these kids soft. Just like my son's mother. Man, I can remember back in the day, little things. And this is the day I knew. I said, I'm finna figure out a way to get full custody of my son. I said, I have to save my son's life. I tell him, like, when he gets a little older, I'm gonna be like, son, I saved your life. You don't understand now. You don't know his mother. He doesn't understand the dynamics of the world. He doesn't understand who his family was on that side. But when he's grown, as much as he may not like the hardness now, he's gonna be grown, and one day he's gonna thank me. And I'm be like, yeah, son, I literally saved your life. You wouldn't even be this person. I saved you from a life of stress, drama, trauma, and probably mental illness. You're welcome. And I did it, and it's a selfless and a thankless fucking job. It's a selfless and a thankless fucking job. But I did it for you, son. Even when and you didn't like me sometimes for it. And I was willing to take that dislike because I know what's best for you. It is what it is, man. These women will ruin these kids. Oh, no, no, don't do that. Oh, no, 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 he's okay. They will make these men soft because they're trying to raise a man in the manner that they were raised. But the softness that the world gives a woman, they do not give to a man, let alone a black man. So when you raise this young black man as if he was a woman, even though he's not going to get any of the softness or the passes that a woman gets, you know what you create? You create a vulnerable individual that will be taken advantage of and will not know how to stand. And he will have a whole bunch of mental issues, problems in life that will stem from these women trying to treat young boys like they are little girls. They know no better. They probably didn't have parents, so they don't even know what a man is. The only thing they could tell you about a man is whatever they heard on social media, whatever they might have seen in the movie. They don't even know what a man is because they ain't never even seen one. They mamas didn't. They mamas left them for the man that they had, so they didn't even see that one. You know, and it's an epidemic of women ruining these dudes, and in turn, it ruins society. So I can't stand to be around a lot of these niggas, man, because I can't change them. It's like, all right, man, that's just how you niggas move. So I'd rather be with a bitch. Hey, man, if niggas gonna act like bitches, man, well, I'd rather be with the bitch then, man. LBC 503. You let them skate one time on disrespect, they gonna turn into an ice rink. Yup. You let them slide, they gonna start doing figure eights on you. Hey, man, it's like anybody in life, man. Don't nobody respect what they not forced to respect. Me, I respect. I put. I respect the boundaries that I feel like I have to everybody. Not everybody like that though. Some people are gonna push as far as they can until you stop them. Women, especially. Women will go as far until you force them to stop. There's men out there like that too. They're gonna go as far as they can go until you force them to stop. But it's more men out there that in general, they're just gonna have that level of somewhat respect. But still, just in life, people gonna go as far as you let them. Hey man, they figure, hey, listen, he wouldn't let me go this far if he wasn't okay with it. That's why you gotta say shit. That's why you gotta stop shit. That's why you gotta check shit. Hey man, nobody gonna care more than you. If that's your boundary, you better let it be known. No matter how uncomfortable it is, especially to the bitch, man. I don't give a fuck. We'll mid-date. We'll stop right the fuck here and I'll turn and take you home. I'll get you an Uber right now. I'll walk up out of here, pay this bill, and dip. Bitch, I said, don't tell me to shut up again. I don't like it. If you can't respect that shit, we could be done here. Yeah, yeah, little to you, big to me, though. Identity enigma. Send in a super chat. That's a deep question. VEP sending a super chat. Man, y'all asking really deep questions and you want me to stop this whole thing and you ain't even sending a super chat and you want me to overlook the people who are. A woman could never reach a man game the way a father could. It's impossible. How could you teach somebody to be something that you're not? Bitch, you don't even know how these motherfucking mechanics work. Unless you read a fucking book about it. Bitch, you don't even know how these motherfucking mechanics work. For real. You could read all you want about it. You could look at it, but you don't know how this shit feel. You don't know how this shit feel. You don't know how the mechanics work in this motherfucker. So how you gonna teach somebody with mechanics that you don't got and teach him how to use his? You'll grow up in a world where you've never been in a conversation with only men when there's only men around. You don't know the devious and tricks and flips and you don't know what it's like to be a man. So ain't no way you could prepare him for that. And if he's not prepared, then he's ill prepared. And if he's ill prepared, he is vulnerable in the world. And that's a lot of these dudes out there. I see it all the time, especially in the streets. A lot of people don't like to talk about it. You know who gets fucked over the most that I see? It's younger dudes by older dudes because the younger dude don't know any better. So the older dude has more game. And because a lot of younger dudes are looking for father figures in older dudes, guess what the older dudes do? They take advantage and they play them and they guide them down the wrong path and they get them on drugs. Hey, man, let's not ever forget, man, you know who laced DMX's first blunt with crack? Was some dude that he looked up to in the neighborhood, an older dude that he thought was his OG. Shit like that happen all day, every day in the streets. All day, every day. Why? Because you niggas ain't got no father. Because your mama wanted to just randomly have a baby or keep you away from her. So you didn't have somebody to guide and protect you. So you were looking for a father figure in other individuals, not to understand in this world, nobody give a fuck about you but your father and your family. Right? And so you're wide open to people who might want to take advantage. And that's all that happens. Tell me I'm lying. I've seen it a million times. Poverty to power. Appreciate it. $9.99. Brian, my guy, he said, I'm starting to learn high income digital skill, video editing, fellas book. Hey, man, do it. Listen, that is a great skill. If you could do that and perfect that and do it well, that is something that you can always make money on, especially in this day and age, right? Not to mention, I'm going to just get a game out on it too. If you can successfully find other people who do it well in maybe a different country, but do it on a high level, you can bridge the gap from them to the customer, and they don't even have to know that you're getting it done from somebody else, right? But I think it's worth the while, to learn the skill yourself. But even before you learn the skill yourself, you can start making money if you can find somebody in a different country who's going to work for pennies on the dollar and then sell that service to somebody in the United States who's going to pay top dollar for it. And all you have to do is whatever that margin is in between. It's called arbitrage. Solo Goldie is different. Yeah, man, because when it's me, when I'm with other people, I gotta let them talk. I can't over talk the show. When it's me though, I can do what I want, when I want, how I want. And my thoughts come randomly. So it's not nothing pre-thought out. So if something comes to mind, I could just say it. When I'm with somebody else, I gotta wait for them to stop talking. And by the time they done talking, it's a new topic, something else come to my mind. What's the best way to absorb and understand the books you read? What I've heard, well, number one, you got to be really invested in the information. If you really are invested in the information, you're going to retain it. Another way is every time you read a page, close the book, think about what you just read. So I like to underline. I feel like when I underline stuff, it helps me retain it even more. Exactly. A woman could never teach her son how to be a man or a male. Yeah, it's ridiculous that they would even think so. Like a woman should pray to have a if a woman has a child by a man she knows she's not gonna be with and gonna be acting all funny with anyway, she just pray she has a daughter. She gonna ruin that daughter too though. But at least ruin a daughter rather than ruin a man. Oh, and let's not get started on being biracial. Don't be a single mother with a son, and that son is biracial, half black, and you're not the half black. Oh, so he's gonna be so confused in life, just period. Oh, he's gonna be so confused on so many different levels. Expose 313 Untold Stories. My guy, Goldie, my bro, made a dumb decision, got his baby mama pregnant again that left him. Okay, your bro. All right, right, your bro. It's probably you, but I know you said your bro made a dumb decision. He got his baby mama pregnant again that left him while he was at work, and he paid her $600 to get her hair done right before she left. And she called the police and got his house raided. He deserved everything coming to him, man. He deserved everything coming to him. He got his baby mama pregnant that left him before. She called the police on him, got his house raided. That man deserved everything coming to him. Hey, man, there's some people in life, man, you like, when bad shit keep happening to somebody, I'd be like, oh, they deserve it. God said, hey, man, you know what you getting yourself into. You want to get into that? You deserve everything that's coming to you. I could only feel bad for the man who didn't know. And even if you don't know, you still got to have the consequences. But if you do know and you get a consequence, so the fuck what? Hey, man, you put your hand in the cookie jar, man, you knew what was going to happen. You put your hand in the alligator's mouth twice. If it chops your hand off, what are we going to say? What are we going to say about that man? It is what it is. Don't be like that man. That's what I tell people. The only thing you can say about a man who sticks his hand in an alligator's mouth and gets his hand bit off, the only thing you can say is not, oh my God, so sorry for him. No, it's, hey, everybody, kids, don't be like that man. Obviously the man got mental issues. He's probably super overweight, super insecure. He might be a little off, like autistic or something like that, because that sounds like some autistic slow behavior. A woman doing him wrong, cheating on him, he's still throwing her money and going back to her. You know what I mean? So it's probably, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. I like who likes me. Get the t-shirt. Get chose with your mouth closed. Hey, listen, the reason y'all are with these women that don't like to deal with you, the reason you with these women who give you a whole bunch of drama, the reason you keep going back to your baby mama is because you don't know how to walk outside and every day catch a woman. Doesn't matter what you look like. Every man can go outside every day and catch a woman. And by the end of the week, have 7 prospects. You just don't know how to do it. I used to talk to 100 women a day. You have to get, my God, what to say and how to say it. Not just what to say, but how to say it. And you will learn how you can go outside every single day and catch at least one woman. When you do that, you're never going to be letting a woman talk to you crazy. You're never going to be going for something you shouldn't be going for. Even if you have a good woman, you're never going to just overlook things because she used to be good, even though she's not good anymore, because you know you can find one tomorrow. If you don't learn that skill, you're always going to be putting up with something that you shouldn't put up with. What to say and how to say it. Link in the description. Get it or don't get it, man. Somebody verified me. VEP Dot said he sent a super chat already, but I skipped it. I didn't see it. Somebody verify for me. Shaquan, 999. Appreciate it. My pops has $1 million trucking business, but he is complacent where he is. I feel as though I can help him grow it, but I don't know how because it's already successful. Any advice? Not enough information. You know, if he's made $1 million trucking company, and you don't know how to grow it, then you don't have enough information to grow it. So you need to get into the space and learn the industry and take the time every day to learn everything about the industry, the other trucking companies similar to your dad's that are making more money, how to go from that to the next one, and do your homework and your research. That's the only way you're gonna be able to do more is to learn more. The best marketing advice depends. It depends, man. There's so many different types of marketing. You got to be more specific. Study like you in school. What do you think about a woman trying to be masculine? Man, I don't give a fuck what these bras do. She can't fuck with me though. It's like some people, like I said, don't find ducks and teach them to fly. You find eagles and teach them to fly in formation. She's masculine because of however she was brought up in the hood, or whatever. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care. You're not my type. You're a duck. I'm not gonna try to fix that about you because you're cute bitches. A million cute bitches out here. I'd rather find a cute bitch that ain't masculine than try to take this cute bitch and make her not masculine, try to undo all of this. I mean, that's a lot of work for a bitch that's not even yours. You'd have had for a little bit of time, bro. Listen, that's your first cute bitch, huh? It's your first bad bitch, huh? You niggas try to fix all of the problems of these broads because it's the first cute bitch you'd have ever had. It's not worth it. Let's not pretend all the older heads before us held it down either. Some of them gave us poison and confusion instead of principles and protection. Yeah, nigga. Listen, most of the time, especially if you're in the streets, you don't know no better. I can remember this nigga. I used to think he was the coolest nigga in the world. He used to come through in a box Chevy on like 26s when I was working at Save Mart. I thought this nigga was the coolest nigga in the world. I look back now, I'm like, that nigga was a fucking loser. It was a fucking loser, fucking probably 30 something, maybe almost 40 years old, riding up in my parking lot, talking to the girls that was uh, uh talking to the women that were pushing carts at my job, talking to older women, and like I thought he was cool. Now I realize this nigga was a fucking loser. And this is the type of dude you get with as a young dude, and you looking up to him and you listen to all the shit, not really realizing because you ain't been in life enough. This nigga ain't got nothing. It's probably the only thing he got. This nigga ain't nobody. He ain't did nothing with his life. This is his bottom of the barrel nigga. But this is the type of dude you'll get up under. And he will see your youth and it will make him jealous. And he will be able to feed you whatever poison, uh, uh, ideas that he want to, even if it's unintentional. Most of the time, it'll be intentionally. But let's just say it's unintentional because he's a loser. What else can he teach you but to be a fucking loser like him? So that's why everybody needs a mentor, because until you're of a certain age or even certain experience, you don't know game unless you have game. So a motherfucker feeds you bullshit because you don't know what game is. You're taking in any information, any industry you get into. If you don't know it, anybody with a little bit more information than you sounds good to you because you don't know. And that's where it gets dangerous at. So why the internet is dangerous. Motherfucker got some money. He want to tell you about all these other things though. Well, you don't know. So because you don't know, you don't know who you listening to. You don't know if the information is correct or not. And the one wrong ideology could take your life off course 10 years. Niggas out here telling you as soon as you get with a bitch, you need to, your woman shouldn't have to strive for nothing. She shouldn't have to do nothing. Whoopty, whoopty, whoopty. Yeah, yeah. And guess what? You're going to get these men in a situation that take them off course for the next 5, 10 years because they didn't end up getting married to this broad that they didn't put no test on. Because they ain't put no test on them because they listening to your bullshit coming out your mouth. Now he in a situation, now he paying alimony, now he doing this, and his mental messed up because he thought he was in love with this woman, but you didn't teach him how to vet a woman. Right. So now 10 years of his life is and she pregnant. Now he going through a whole bunch of baby mama drama because he listened to some fucking fool on the internet that he didn't know no better because his nigga had a nice car and some money. Be careful who you listen to. I ain't saying listen to me. I can only tell you what I know. Who knows if what I'm saying is right? Hey, work for me though. But hey, be careful who you listen to. Cause you listen to the wrong thing, man, you will take your life off course 10 years. And a lot of times you won't never be able to get it back on track. Get the Gang Guy Mentality program. Get my new book, Book of Gang. Hey, man, you might save your life. Book of Gang. Gang your father should have taught you. Things that I wish I would have knew when I was younger. And if for that little price, you learn one key thing that will help you save a decade of your life, was it worth it? You a fool if you don't get it. Link in the description. Get it right now. LBC 503. Appreciate it. Okay, he said he sent $5. Cool. Yeah, everybody liked the video, man. Everybody liked the video. If you getting some information out of this, like the video. Come on with some good questions, man. Come on with some good questions. He said, damn, Goldie, that's why I got all of your stuff. Book a game is straight pressure. Man, somebody who got the book of game, man, give me a good page, a headline of one of the meditations. Mark Lavert. How much do you equate your game from being from the West Coast? Uh, Not too much. I mean, shit. Everybody on the West Coast got game. No, I would say we got a specific type of game, and if you do got game from the West Coast, it's a it's this style of game. My uncles and stuff. Being from Oakland and things of that nature. So, but I wouldn't just necessarily say it's a West Coast thing. It's a lot of people with game all the way, man. You know, Milwaukee, Memphis, and I'm not just talking about like the game. I'm just talking about like sharp-minded individuals, throughout a lot of different states and cities. But we love to say on the West Coast, man, West Coast, the best coast where the game originated at. That's what we like to say. Man, I feel like I equate my game from being one of the chosen ones. That's it. 'Cause my game ain't just from, yeah, yeah. I had a lot of unique experiences that most people don't have. They have one set of experiences. You get the game from this person or that person. I got the game from so many different legendary individuals who came from different schools of thought. And then on top of that, I have a unique background myself to where I was reading so many books at a young age that the game from the books overpowered and made the game that I was getting. Okay, you're getting game ideologies. Then I'm reading psychology books and I'm seeing the holes in where this sounded good, but now I could actually put this together to where it actually makes fundamental psychological sense because I'm marrying this with actual psychology books. And then in a place in my life where I'm having a lot of money, so I'm able to buy $100 books that's been out of print. B.F. Skinner, science experiments on behavioral science. So I'm able to take these ideologies, which were great, but then marry them with real factual things and then living a lifestyle of a certain experience that actually had me. It wasn't just theory, because even these people doing these experiments, it's still just kind of theory. I'm actually able to test these things every day. So I mean, there's just so many different things. Then the esoteric knowledge, then the society's knowledge, and then just so many deep things that didn't happen in my life where I met such people. It's just divine, man. Chosen, man. I've been told, man. I've been chosen. I've been chosen. I've been chosen. Some information I done got from people, they say, man, we don't just get this out. You've been chosen. You one of them chosen ones. Walk around on this side. There, just bring it to me. Milwaukee, hey man. Hey, nigga tell me he from Milwaukee, man. Start patting your pockets. Start patting your pockets. You might have stole something. Hey, some slick motherfuckers in Milwaukee, though. Freight night gaming. I told this chick my car was locked to test her, and she paid, but she complained, so I left. Thanks for the game. Well, you did my game wrong. I didn't say tell her that your car was locked. So she feels like, well, shit, the only thing that we can do at this point is pay. You're supposed to tell her, I don't got it. Do you got it? Because you give it's too easy for her to be like, all right, I'll do it. Well, yeah, because your car's locked, so you probably already ordered. So what's she gonna do? You get what I'm saying? Now you got to sit there with a straight face. Now I got my wallet, baby. You got it this time for us? That's the test, nigga. See, look, you try to skip steps. But even still, she still complains. See, this is, bro, see, get upset in here tonight. The world has made it okay for women to be shitty individuals. I'm sure you enjoy her company. I'm sure she enjoys yours. Maybe she doesn't. And that's why she acted like that. Let's just say y'all went out once or twice before. What type of individual do you have to be out with another human being, enjoying yourself? They paid for a meal, nothing expensive, $40. And the next meal comes and they say, hey, you got this one, and you get offended. Only a super shitty individual would feel okay being offended that they have to reciprocate the same thing in a situation that they wanted to be in. But that is how you have to look at these women, and they'll think it's perfectly fine. And you see these simp ass niggas out here who actually, oh, I would never. Of course you nigga, of course you wouldn't, nigga. Of course you wouldn't. But what I'm saying is, and so society has reinforced poor character just on a base level. I took us out to eat, you take us out to eat. Basic, right? And they had made something so basic be offensive to the woman, and the woman feel genuinely offended that she would have to do for you what you did for her. She is offended by it. A woman is offended that she must do for you what you did for her. So much for equality, right? And I know a woman will probably try to twist it. Well, do you want to have to cook and clean? You bitches ain't cooking and cleaning. Let's knock it off. Just knock it off. Just knock it off. We're not even talking about that. They're going to try to equate something that doesn't even make sense. If a man takes you out to eat, a woman feels offended if she takes him out to eat. It just doesn't make sense. That's all I'm saying. It just doesn't make sense. And so, but just pay attention to a woman who thinks like that, who even thinks that it's okay, who would actually feel offended in that manner. Now, all right, you take her out the first time, you was banging her lying down. That's why I like to get chose. But if you niggas out here chasing the bitch down, there ain't nothing wrong with that. And you want, hey, listen, let me take you out. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I get it. You pay. You asked her. You wanted her to come with you. She feeling you out. She ain't really want to go. She wanted to see. All right. But if y'all vibing and y'all feeling each other and she wants to be there, y'all enjoying your time, y'all doing this, you're doing that, I feel like she should offer. Not because I need it. It's not a money thing. It's to show me that you're a good person. Only in this society, though, will a woman doing for you what you did for her make her offended. Anyway, I'm off it. When did you get sick and tired of being sick and tired and we're all in on yourself? It was a leading up point. I mean, it's been like that multiple times in my life, but it led up to that point. And I started reading a lot more, becoming more evolved thinking. Right? The more you read, the more you understand things. It's hard to do wrong when you know better. And I feel like, man, you only get spared when you don't know better. What they say, God save babies and fools. Well, when you're a fool, you get saved. Once you know better, man, I feel like you get spanked twice as hard. So just evolving my mind, understanding what's going on, realizing I'm bigger than what I'm doing, realizing, man, it's a cap on what I'm doing, realizing, man, if I'm trying to make $100 million, man, I'll probably go to prison if I'm doing it like this. So what am I really doing? It's just he's around me going to prison every day. Man, you like trying to uh uh, convince a donkey to run like a racehorse, is a very frustrating thing. And when your life is predicated on the people in front of you, you start realizing, oh, how far can you really go? And then I start saying, well, if I just took all the time and energy and investment that I'm putting into all of these individuals and put it into myself, hey, well, listen, I'm gonna do what I say 100% of the time. I can't run off on me. I can't talk back to me. I can't throw myself in jail. You know what? Maybe I should just bet on myself. That's starting to look like the best option, you know? And then different situations transpired to where I felt like the universe saw where my head was going, and I was trying to start these different businesses, and but I really couldn't do that because this is his business in its own. So it was like the universe just saw everything I was doing and manufactured a situation that kind of forced me. Because if it didn't force me, man, I probably would have never stopped. So, I'll say divine timing, and look at me now. But yeah, man, get sick and tired of being sick and tired. Just, man, sometimes you got to be like, man, I'm bigger than this. I'm bigger than this. I'm worth more than this. My life is worth more than this. Man, just look at the best person that you admire and say, you know what? That could be me. That could be me. You know what I'm saying? The biggest thing is most people don't want to stop what they're currently doing to do something new, because when you do something new, you got to start at the bottom. And then there's that waiting period where nothing's going on and you ain't getting a lot of money. And nobody wants to go from being somebody to a nobody. Nobody wants going to a street legend to a nobody in business. Nobody wants to go from, oh, yeah, I was a manager here, to starting their own business that may or may not work. But if you take out what everybody else might think about it and you just realize, man, where's the ceiling at? And you always got to go for your potential or you'll never be happy. And you always say, what if? It's the hardest thing to do. That's why most people don't do it, though. Yeah, get the mentorship, because that's really what most people needed, man. I wish I'd have got into one as soon as I started. I actually did, though. Let's not act like I didn't, man. I wouldn't even be here right now. The whole me getting on the internet thing, I had a mentor, and that's the only reason I stuck. It was so many things that I would have stopped. I would have stopped a million times, 1,000%, if I didn't have a mentor. You just need one. You need somebody further than you to walk you through the path. And you're gonna have the doubts. You're gonna have the self-conscious. It's gonna be all these mental things trying to get you to be back where you used to be. And if you don't have somebody above you walking you down the path, telling you stop all that bitch ass shit you're doing, you're not gonna do it. And if you would, you'd already be there already. So get the mentorship, man. The price gonna keep going up. I'm changing lives with it. Anointed, man. That's how I feel. I feel like, man, this whole path got me to a place where I am right now. I would have never, man, I never even thought about no shit like this. Man, I used to talk about YouTubers. Like, man, I don't even do that weird ass shit. Man, I used to post on Instagram once a month, once every 2 months, something like that. I wasn't even on this type of time. So the fact that I'm doing what I'm doing now, it's like it was a path that was divinely guided to me to do. I can't fight it. He said, talk about how you're in violation of the game. Man, there's many things to be violation. It's many ways to be in violation of the game. Many ways to be in violation of the game. Exactly what type? This shake is either watered down or disgusting. Did you get a shake? Well, I mean, I'm not sure. I told her to go in her pocket for me, and she hasn't yet. I've taken her out. I've shown her who I am, and so I know what I'm capable of. Do you have different tests for a woman in the new book? You got my G? He said, I told her to go in her pocket for me and she hasn't yet. I've taken her out. I've shown who I am. And so I know what I'm capable of. Do you? Hey, man, listen, sounds like you know what you got on your hands, man. Sounds like you know what you got on your hands, man. A selfish woman. And all you're gonna do is keep putting money into that machine. And guess what? Something gonna come out eventually, but you're gonna have lost track of how much money you done put in there. How many dinners, drinks, dates, time, energy. And then one day she gonna kick out a couple coins. You're gonna do a fucking dance about it, not realizing she really got the fuck over. All she had to do was put 2 coins in and she got 100 out. She don't like you like that, dude. Or she likes you, but it's so ingrained in her to be selfish that what are you really doing? What real future can you have with somebody like that? Because she's always going to make sure she gets more than you get. Just know what you're dealing with. Yeah, can't forget about the South, Texas. What's the Miami school system like? How do you navigate raising your son out there in a fast lifestyle? I mean, man, it's only a fast lifestyle in a fast lifestyle. Like you could be in Miami and not live a fast lifestyle. Fuck the school system, man. They ain't teaching you your kids shit but how to be a motherfucking slave. They want to wake their ass up early, uh, put a whole bunch of shit in their brain that don't even make sense. Don't even teach them how to question if something is true or not. They're really just trying to fuck their circadian rhythm up, wake them up early. Don't let them get enough sleep. Then shove all this crap in their brain. Then send them home. Now they got to go to sleep early. Then they got to come back here. So you have no time with them to teach them anything that actually matters. Fuck the school system, man. He only go to school because he got to go to school. Real soon I'm gonna have him in homeschool. I try to teach my son the things I want to teach him. That's what matter. If the woman submits to your direction but not your vision, is she following you or just surviving under you? It doesn't make a difference, man. She ain't got to believe in the overall vision. A lot of times a woman can't believe in a vision. A lot of time a woman can't believe in a vision. All she got to do is believe in me in the direction. Now, of course, a woman who believes in the vision, she's going to have a little bit more magnetism in her walk, in her talk, right? Because the belief going to be there. The excitement going to be there for it. But a lot of times, hey, listen, she'd have been lied to and had a whole bunch of dreams sold to her. So you don't necessarily got to believe in a vision. I'm going to paint it for you, though. I'm going to try to get you inspired by the vision. But as long as you can believe in me, right? You ain't got to believe in that vision, but just believe and trust me. And if you follow my directions, please believe my directions is leading to that vision. Just stay down. And eventually, we're going to start putting some paint where it ain't. You don't got to believe in a vision until it's on the wall. I hate when people say, oh, well, you didn't believe in me. Nigga, it wasn't nothing to believe in. Nigga, you just talking like everybody else. You want a motherfucker to believe in some shit you just saying. Why? Why? Where they do that at? You know what I'm saying? Man, you ain't got to believe in the vision. I would love for you to. Just believe in me. Believe that I believe in the vision. And if you could believe enough in me that I believe in the vision and you could follow my directions and the things that I'm going to have you and us doing, eventually you're going to start to see the reality of that vision. And once you start to see the reality of that vision, then I'll expect you to believe in it. Niggas out here selling a motherfucking dream, nigga, to everybody. Niggas just be talking. Niggas just be talking. Niggas, stop talking to me. Every nigga out here is talking. I meet niggas every single day. You're this, you're that. You got this connection. You got that connection. These niggas don't be nobody. So the fuck you want to tell the bitch to believe in you? Every nigga is lying to every other nigga. You don't think they lying to the bitch too? She done heard it before like I done heard it before. I don't even want to hear a nigga tell me nothing. Don't tell me nothing. All you niggas is lying. If you ask me. That's how I think. I done met so many grown man lives. I don't believe nothing. I don't believe who you are. I don't believe that's your car. I don't believe you say you make what you say you make. I don't believe it. So why the bitch gonna believe it? Hey, bitch, you ain't got to believe nothing but what I show you. But can you trust in me though? You ain't got to believe in nothing but what I show you. Because I don't believe these niggas either. So what I expect a bitch to believe in something I'm selling when I don't believe nothing these niggas is selling? She ain't got to. Baby, just trust me that I'm going to take you to a better future. I ain't got to paint the big old picture. You ain't got to believe in that, baby. Just trust that I'm a real dude, and I'm going to make sure that where we at tomorrow is going to be better than where we at today. Can you just give me that? And if you could give me that, baby, I'm going to show you way more than that. But I ain't finna expect this bitch to believe in all this shit when I know these niggas sell other niggas' dreams. I'm not finna expect this bitch to believe it. Bitch, I wouldn't believe it. But you don't know me, so I gotta show you. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not going to expect her to just believe it because I know everybody's talking the same shit. I will expect her to believe it when I show her something. Just give me an inch, baby. You give me an inch, loyalty, time, dedication. I'm gonna show you something. I'm sick of these niggas selling dreams too, man. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of these niggas, especially in Miami. These niggas is all full of shit, man. I swear to God, this shit is annoying as fuck. Everybody, I'm this, I'm that. Niggas act like they own clubs, don't own clubs. Act like they supposed to be somewhere. They see the nigga, hey, nigga, you ain't supposed to be. Like, it's just ridiculous. Everybody's somebody in Miami. And then you find out ain't nobody. I see you got the do-rag on, bringing the waves back. Nah, man, I ain't got no haircut. I'm bringing the 2000s back, is what I'm doing. Jay Humble bought a few products. Appreciate the insight. Been making health and wellness content. I decided to go live and clip the things up instead of just filming and editing. Valid method. And how long did full custody of your son take? It took like a good year and a half. Good year and a half. Nah, man, you need more than just one strategy. He said, go live, clip things up instead of just filming and editing. It's so many different things you need to align at the same time, man. You should book a call. That's a good, but you don't know how your content is going to translate. You really need to get my mentorship. You don't know how your content is going to translate. That might be a good strategy for me. Might not be a good strategy for you. Just because you film for a live and then cut it up doesn't mean that shit is going to translate the way mine translates. Not to say don't do it. I'm just saying there's other methods as well that you can align with that. And then there's other things in the background that you need to be doing. And then there's other things. It's so many different factors. You should just get on a mentorship with me because I'm going to give you everything A to Z. And people should study my rise. I've only been doing this not even 3 years from absolutely nothing. No paid advertising until recently, and it's still very small. And all the things that I learned, all the back end methods, and all the things that I wish I could have did, and now I have students doing what I'm doing, getting as big as me way sooner. You should just pay for that, or do it your way. It could work, or you do it your way, and it happens so slowly you get discouraged. Or I could show you the fast track method. You know. If a woman only performs when she's watched, does she believe in the program or is she just rehearsing her role until her exit feels safe? Anything that's going to be a long drawn out answer, I'm going to need a super chat for. Does a lot of game you have come from your knowledge of the gender roles? I actually don't believe in gender roles. I believe in societal roles. Human beings are human beings. Yo, do you think they got a fucking psychology book for men and a psychology book for women? Fuck no. It's all the fucking same. That's why when people get talking about women or this and men or that, do you know they're using the same psychological playbook for men and women? Yeah, it may be tweaked based on your gender, but it's not even just based on gender. Societal norms, cultural norms, which are different everywhere. It's not so much man and woman, it's more societal and cultural norms. Why you take one psychology book, man, it ain't talking about a woman or a man most of the time. It's talking about a human being. And that's how you manipulate. A human being is going to be a human being. And when you strip all the societal norms down, when you get to the basic human needs, hierarchy of needs, it ain't got nothing to do with male or female. When you get down to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, there is no male and female. It is the needs of a human being. And if you can tap into that, they say you can make an individual do whatever you want them to do. I need a charger. Hurry up. I'm on 1%. In the case they missed the live, break the bank for yourself. Yeah, I'm going to break the bank for myself. Just toss it over here. Just toss it over here. Man, I've been breaking a bank for myself for a long time. And I ain't start winning until I did. Man, y'all pouring into everybody but yourself. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. Don't pour into nobody more than you pour into yourself, especially if they're not pouring back into you. Ask yourself, is the people that you pour into, that you spend your time, that you go out your way for, that you always answer the phone every time they call? People you help with their mental issues when they got drama going on, and you're trying to help them do this, you're trying to help them do that, you let them borrow money for this. Do they pour back into you? And I don't want to hear the, oh, well, if they could, they would. Fuck that. I asked you, do they pour back into you? It's a yes or a no. And if they don't, fuck it, man, because that motherfucker that you're hoping comes up one day and finally returns a favor, they won't. Trust me. I've lived long enough to see it. One, they'll probably never come the fuck up. That's one. And two, when they do come up, they're going to forget what you fucking did for them. Pour into your fucking self first. Now, if you got something left over, pour into others. Let me see. Yeah, break the bank for yourself, man. Mr. Chandler, shout out Mr. Chandler. Women are delusional now. First, they complain how we don't want to pay for dates, and now when men do pay for dates, it's how we pay it. A girl on IG says she will leave a man if he pays with Apple Pay off his phone. I mean, first off, you can't believe in everything on social media. That's the thing about social media too. It's not real life. You're only going to see the things that are getting that are viral. So it's either something that a lot of people either agree with or people really disagree with, and then people make content that's going to be controversial, like like something like that. Listen, I find women that will pay for dinner for me. I find women that will come up to me. I find women that in my DMs doing this and doing that. I find women with a lot of money who do it. It's a woman who's on that balcony right across the way at this thing, like 40-something years old, got a rich husband. She always be writing me in my DMs. And you see my content. So the world is not what they tell you it is. That's why I say you got to get outside, because you don't really know. You're going based off of what this person's experience with women is not all women. And then what they put in the algorithm is what's trending, and they're going to put more of that, and then people are going to make more content of that. And then women are going to see it. And so it's almost a self-fulfilling prophecy. The world is really not like that. The world is very wide and very diverse in so many ways. You know what I'm saying? Every woman in Miami don't got a BBL. Every woman in Miami don't got money. Every woman in Miami ain't a stripper. Every woman in Miami don't got a sugar daddy nor want one. It's the majority of people in Miami are regular. Now, is it a hot spot for certain things? Yeah. But this is an entire city. Most people in Miami are probably beneath the poverty line. If you're taking about an entire city, a population of millions of people, it's impossible for even a quarter of those people to be wealthy. But we don't see those people online. We don't see those women online. You don't drive to North Miami. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're on this coastline right here, Everybody else is regular, doing regular shit, going to regular school with their regular cars and a regular dad and a regular mom and regular shit. You know, but if you look at social media too much, is what you got these bitches' heads fucked up. Think they finna find them a motherfucking, you know what I mean? Be careful. Careful what you watch, because you will find what you think is out there. You think all women are a certain way, you're gonna come with a certain type of energy that you're only gonna find that. You know what I'm saying? I come with the energy that, they're gonna choose me, and they do. What you seek, you shall find. So be careful of the ideas you put in your mind based on things that you never even seen in person. And then personally, man, I don't give a fuck what the bitch think, man. I'ma do what I does, and if she like it, I love it. If she don't like it, cool. She ain't gotta like it. I ain't even mad at her for not liking it. If she upset that I paid with Apple Pay, that wasn't my bitch then. No harm, no foul. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping what the bitch like. I'm do what I like. I'ma do me. And if she like me, she gonna be with it. If she don't like me, she ain't gonna be with it. She ain't gotta be with it. Shit, I'm still trying to figure out if I like her or not. Abdul Bay, appreciate it, man. With the 20, with the dub in there tonight, man. Oh, hold on. Alan Retulage. Gratitude, just paying my tithes. $49.99. Come on, somebody give an applause to them. The type of super chats we should be getting all day with the type of game I be dropping, because these are master classes every day. And one of these days, I'm gonna go down the list and I'm going to private every single one of these lives, because it's just too much game that's unappreciated. But when people like Alan come through and Abdul come through and Mr. Chandler come through like they supposed to, make me want to keep giving it to y'all. Y'all might have got me on here for a little bit longer tonight. Come on, come on, come on, let's talk about something. I'm gonna open up the hotlines. Matter of fact, I'm gonna open up the hotlines. I'm gonna finish these super chats though. Alan, may that come back tenfold to you. Sent this girl to the bookstore, sent her $26.99 for a book I wanted her to read. She hasn't told me anything about the book, didn't even send a picture of the book. And these hoes don't read, man. A lot of people don't read. Bitch probably can't read. You know what I'm saying? Like, it be like that. It is what it is, man. You did what you were supposed to do. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Nor do you want to make him drink. You can make him drink. If you beat that horse, starve that horse, dehydrate that horse, you can make it drink. But you don't want to have to do all that, because that's a duck. It's not a horse, it's a duck. You want an eagle. If you don't know the reference, man, you got to watch my stuff. Just bought the Get Chose with Your Mouth Closed. Can't wait to see the things it brings. It's going to change your life. Get Chose with Your Mouth Closed. Link in the description. Get it now. Ain't nothing bigger than the program, and I am the program. Straight up. Straight up. Mark Levert. How do you completely separate yourself from a woman with her having the leverage of being your child's mother? Man, shit. I mean, you just stop talking to her. What else you gonna do? Like, shit, I don't know what you mean. I don't hardly talk to my son's mother. And it's not because I don't want to. It's because that's the type of woman she is. She will literally not text me. Literally not ask me nothing about my son. Now, she talks to my son all the time. But what type of individual, grown adult with an adult mind, with a man like me who's very open to conversation, would say, because I'm in my feelings, I'm never going to text the adult that lives with my child to see from an adult's perspective what's going on with my child. You can't just get information from a child about what's going on. I'm so in my feelings, but as a mother, I'm not ever going to check in with the adult in the household that's governing my child. And I think it's just the reason she shouldn't have a fucking child. I would never, I don't care what me and his mother is going through. If he lived with her, I would need to have conversations with her at times to see from her perspective everything that's going on, everything good. Yeah, he telling me things is good, but I want to hear from an adult's perspective. Is there anything we need? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, might have to cut that part out. You know what I'm saying? She might send that shit to the courts. It's true though. I might have to say that in courts. Hey man, what type of mother don't never check in with the father? Like, don't make sense to me. I don't see how I could be wrong for saying that. Could I be wrong for saying that? That she doesn't check in with me, even though I'm fully open to it. I'm fully open to having discussions and dialogues with her about our child. But for some reason, she doesn't care enough to reach out to me. Did 10 years, got my credit money right, then a toxic relation. Ooh. Listen, you did 10 years, got your credit right, got your money right. Then a toxic relationship drained my pockets and I had to move back with my mom. We're going to stop right there. That's why this game is more than just game. They say, oh, you need to talk about money. You need to talk about this. I got that. But if you don't get this right, none of the other stuff matter. He already did 10 years. It's already a struggle. Then he got out, changed his life, came up, and then went right back to his mama house because of a toxic relationship, because he didn't have the get chose with your mouth closed guy. He didn't go through the first module of the Game God Mentality program, which is self-love, which would never allow you to be with an individual who's not treating you right and acting right no matter what. He didn't get the book of game your father should have taught you. If you don't get this information right, it can derail your life. And that's what I'm doing on here. I'm trying to save somebody so I ain't got to go through what he went through and had to go through what I went through. And I see other dudes' lives, man, they'll never recover. They'll never recover. Because a lot of men are traumatized from the things they go through with these heartless women and the women that they didn't test and the babies that they have. Some men mentally don't recover. You better get this game. He said, I'm in the gym. How do you get your money back right when the street's not the same? You know, the streets don't need to be the same, man. Online money is unlimited. What you have to do is you got to sit down every day and commit to saying that I'm going to figure this shit out. It's a million and one ways to get rich online. It's a million and one ways. You just have to take the time and understand it's something new. Might take you a couple months to figure out the different opportunities online, but you have to realize that's what the money is, man. You ain't got to be in the streets no more to make money. That's actually the worst way to do it. And you should take that all the way out your mind. It's actually working harder, not smarter. And if you did 10 years, I'm sure you're not that young. Man, you can't afford to do no more time. Listen to your podcast with Isaac. You mentioned how people climb the wrong ladder. How did you find the right ladder? I'm 19. I mean, shit, man, you ain't gonna know until you live some life. That's what I'm saying. That's why people need mentors. You ain't got enough experience most of the time to know what the right or wrong ladder is because you don't know yourself yet. You ain't spent enough time in life, had enough experience to even know who you are for real yet. So how the fuck you gonna know what the right ladder is for you? That's why it's good to have mentors, because at least they may not know for sure the right ladder, but they can tell you the wrong ones. That's obviously wrong. You know, it's nothing better than having mentors and people around you who care about you or looking out for your interests. Nothing could. That's what I used to say. It takes a village. Shout out Isaac. 76 Quail. She chose me, took me out, gave me her EBT. I used it on snacks and condoms for my side chick. Now she blocked me and my baby mama mad. Did I move wrong or not? That's funny as hell. She chose me, took me out, gave me her EBT. If y'all don't know, I don't know if they got EBT in other states, but in California, EBT, that's like your welfare card. I used it on snacks and condoms for my side chick. Now she blocked me and my baby mama mad. Did I move wrong or not? Listen, first off, I got to ask, man, did she find out she bought the condoms because she checked her statement? And is that how she found out? I need to know. Did you move wrong? That's a good question, man. I would say this, right? You were destined to fail. No. I'm just saying, like, you were destined to fail because you're dealing with a, like you just told me at the beginning of the story. She took me out. She gave me her EBT. You're dealing with a woman on welfare, man. Dealing with a woman on welfare. So if you're dealing with a woman on welfare, you can't be doing that well yourself. So you need to get yourself right first. Now, I ain't saying a woman on welfare is wrong, but I ain't dealing with no woman on welfare. Ain't nothing wrong with a woman on welfare. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just not doing it. A woman on welfare has not elevated further enough in life for me to be dealing with her. I don't care what she look like. It's just I'm just not doing it. I won't allow my frequency to go that low, to even be on a frequency of somebody who hasn't mastered that level of life yet. Right? It's just too low for me. But anyway, man, you went out and you bought condoms on her EBT card and she found out and then she blocked you. I mean, man, what did you really lose? A bitch on welfare? Like, come on, man, what are we talking about? Shoot higher, man. That's why I be see, this is why I don't like doing this talk no more. You niggas be so worried about the bitch when you should be worried about yourself. I can't stand you niggas, man. You niggas coming in here talking about, hey, man, hey, yeah, got the bitch, man. Yeah, I'm using her car, man. I'm doing this. And I'll be like, hey, man, well, shit, why don't you buy this? Oh, man, you know, I'm down bad right now. All right, man, so why you so worried about the bitch, man? You need to get yourself on your 2 feet. Why you so worried about the bitch putting you in position when you should be trying to put yourself in position? You happy she letting you drive her car? You happy she letting you live with her? Come on, man, that's not an accomplishment. You shouldn't be worried about the bitch right now. You should be worried about trying to get yourself self-sustaining by yourself. I feel like you dudes is wasting so much time trying to get a little bit from this broad instead of just figuring your life out and getting yourself sufficient first, self-sufficient first. Then once you get self-sufficient, keep building yourself. And then when you finally get a woman, it'll be a woman on a different level. You're too much trying to look for the woman to pull you out your situation. But you don't have the game to do that. You don't have the game to really do that. So all you're gonna get is a lonely fucking broad who wants some dick to see you and see that you down, to see that she ain't gonna have to worry about you cheating on her because you're so fucked up. She gonna have you to herself, and so she could give you what little she got. It's not, bro. That's not the secret to success. You niggas don't have the game to be homeless, nigga, come off the bitch, riding Benz off the lot like nigga I could do, nigga, riding motherfucking nigga from my mama's basement to the motherfucking Jag off the fucking lot. You niggas don't have a game to do that, and I'm not gonna tell you how to do it. You're gonna end up in prison. You need to be working on yourself. I told you if I could do it all over again, I would have worked on myself, man. The bitch can't take you no farther than you can take yourself. All she's gonna do is be a distraction. A distraction in the form of what they say, the devil always come in the form of something you like. It's gonna look like his hand up. Yeah, you ain't doing much. Oh, she lets you drive a car. You don't realize that letting you drive her car when you don't have a car is really a distraction from your goals and your mission in life. Because now that you're driving that car, two things just happen. One, you have to be in a relationship with that woman. You have to spend time with that woman. You have to have sex with that woman. You have to spend your life force in that woman. And two, it's going to take you away from your goals. How is it going to take you away from your goals? Because now you're not uncomfortable by not having that car. And only you being uncomfortable, not having that car, would have had you so fed up, you'd have did anything, blocked everything out, and focused on what you needed to do to come up. But now you relieve some of that pressure from yourself. Pressure makes diamonds. Comfort is going to kill you. Now you got a little car from time to time. Now you got some pussy on command. Now you go to this bitch house whenever you want. Nigga, you're comfortable again. You're never gonna be successful. You niggas is at least if you was coming off these bitches, man, these bitches ain't giving you nothing but a place to stay sometimes and a motherfucking car to drive in, and you niggas think that's an accomplishment, nigga. In the game, if we was talking to you, nigga, we would say, nigga, you're a bum. Nigga, you're a fucking bum. And you niggas is bragging like you doing something. Come on, nigga, that's elementary. Nigga, that's elementary school. Nigga, getting a bitch crayons. I got a whole bunch of crayons now. Now I'm selling them, man. That's elementary. Nigga, I doing shit like that back in motherfucking elementary, middle school. And you niggas is acting like it's an accomplishment. Bro, you shouldn't be fucking with no bitch unless she really putting you in position. And guess what? The only thing I need the bitch, hey, bitch, I need this car because I got this business idea. I need this car because I'm trying to go to work. I need this car because I'm trying to do this. If you're not really finna be adding real tangible value on what the fuck I'm doing, bitch, I ain't fucking with you just for a little hand up that's really a distraction. Y'all don't get it, though. I'm going to move on. I'm tired of you dudes wasting your life trying to deal with these bum ass bitches that I know. I wouldn't even fuck with these bum ass bras that's giving you these little kibbles and bits. I wouldn't even fuck with these bras. Man, nigga, I got bitches that be trying to give me real bands. I'd be like, give them to my brother. Hey, nigga, take that bitch bread. Now I ain't fucking with that bitch. I'm bigger than that little shit, man. And you should be too. Hey, man, why would I let a bitch give me $1,000 a day? Now I got to manage her whole motherfucking life. When some days I make 4,000, 5,000. You feel what I'm saying? But guess what? I would have never got to the 4,000 or 5,000 if I was still checking it in from that bitch from $1,000 a day. I had to be willing to forego $1,000 a day from that bitch to lock in on what I was doing to build up $5,000 a day on my own. But you ain't never gonna get to that $5,000 a day because you get $100 a day from that bitch and getting to drive her fucking car. Y'all not getting it though. Y'all not getting it. I feel like I'm sending the wrong message sometimes. Yeah, you need to require from the bitch, but you still have to understand the value of your time and your energy. Sometimes I don't want the money because the money ain't worth my time and energy. Because with the money come the time and energy I got to give you. And that time and energy could make me millions one day. Yeah, I may not have nothing today, and it may be a couple hundred today, but that couple hundred could be a couple million later if I just stayed down on my path. Niggas just joke, man. Bragging about some shit that I would be bragging about some shit that I would be scared for my uncle to find out about. He would say, "Nigga, you what? You driving the bitch car around? Yeah. No, nigga, the bitch put me in a car. That's the only thing I could brag to my motherfucking uncle about. Bought me a new car. Hey man, get the I Like Who Likes Me shirt. Go in the description. Yeah, so some of y'all need to go back to the foundation, and it's the Game Guy Mentality Program. Some of y'all need to go back to the foundation. Right, the white do rag. That's real old school game. Hey man, I'm taking it back to the 2000s. Tony Juarez, man, appreciate it. Put a dub in the chat. What up, P? I'll keep it short. I got out of an 8-year relationship 4 years ago. Completely different man now than I was then. Quick synopsis of why I still use that situation as fuel. Addicted to vengeance. To vengeance. Got an 8-year relationship 4 years ago. Completely different man now. Why I still use that situation as fuel. Addicted to vengeance. Hey man, you know I know some people that do that. I don't. Everything is fuel. I'm more scarred than anything. I don't. You look at all situations and be like, oh, no, I'm vengeance on these hoes now because of that bitch. That's not how I do it. It's more of a I'm scarred. Oh man, this bitch doing what that one bitch did, and I know how that shit ended. Oh man, I know how that shit went. That one bitch, when I didn't check that first shit, man, it turned into a big shit. So now I gotta check this from the door. Oh man, I know how that broad got when she got pregnant, man. She started acting totally different, man. So as good as this bitch acting, oh man, I ain't gonna give her too much credit because that bitch acted perfect too until she had some leverage on me. So let me be pumped the brakes and stop giving this bitch so much credit. So I don't really use vengeance. I'm trying to vengeance on the next woman. That's not how it works. But I know dudes in the game that was like that. You know, it was some dudes who they had a thing like, you know, terrible experience from their mother, and they internalized that to all women, and so they did treat women wrong. It's not the case for me though. Hey man, but use whatever fuel you got. Ain't nothing wrong or right about it. Well, eventually though, you're gonna have to get that shit up out your soul if you really want to evolve spiritually to the next level. But right now, if it's fuel, use that shit. Cody, I actually do got mentors online like you and LRL, but I asked, how did you find the right ladder? And how do you stay true to yourself in today's world? Man, that's you talking in semantics. True to yourself, man. You gotta climb a lot of ladders, man. How you gonna find the right ladder, man? You're never gonna know if it's the right ladder until you're dead. How you gonna know? You gotta get to the top of the ladder. How you gonna know it's the right ladder? You're not. I don't feel like anybody's gonna know until they fucking die So they looking back on their life in totality, because a lot of times you might climb the wrong ladder, but in the scheme of things of your life, you will say it took you to climb that ladder, the wrong ladder, to know what the right ladder was. And had you climbed the right ladder first, it wouldn't have worked out the way you thought. Hey, man, oh, nigga, I could have said, oh, man, I wish I never jumped in the game and had all these bad experiences. Hey, but guess what? Would I even have appreciated what I'm doing if I didn't go through those things? Or would I even be able to do what I'm doing now if I didn't do those things? Man, life has a crazy way. It's not a straight path. It's up squares. And you never know, the worst thing that ever happened in your life that you wouldn't have chose to go through is a thing that makes you effective in another way. So you never know, man. Life is a paradox, man. Life is a paradox. You can't really just, ain't no one straight way to figure this shit out. It don't work like that. Name me somebody who it worked like that for. Man, you need more than just online mentors. You need people that you can tap in with that can know your real story. Book a call. And saying, how do you stay true to yourself, nigga? Who we are is very fucking flimsy, man. What's his name? Not Adam Sandler's. Can't think of his name right now. Anyway, he's an actor. He said, man, you know, some of these actors, they get lost in their character and they have to go through therapy and there's things of that nature. And he was like, man, when I started acting, he said he realized how easily he could get lost in a character and not be able to find his way back. He said how flimsy our characters and our personalities actually are. Man, these are characters that we've been playing. We've just been really consistent. And in society, we're forced to stick with these characters. So who you truly are can change from day to day. And the more fluid you could be with who you are, the better you'll evolve. Because if you're not always evolving and changing, guess what? You're going to get stuck. It's the people who try to stay the same, who was the same last week, last month, last year, 10 years ago. That's the worst off in life. It's the people who are flexible. You should always be growing, evolving, and changing and reevaluating your ideologies. So to say staying true to yourself, man, that's some kumbaya shit, man. You need to eradicate all of those fucking Disney movie sayings. You bringing back the Mac within. I know that energy. I know plenty of these dudes with so much pride too. Game is to be sold, not told. Yeah, hey man, giving out too much free game is a violation of the game because you're really doing people a disservice. Like I say all the time, man, I give you thousands of crumbs, but it takes hundreds of thousands of crumbs just to make up one slice of cake of this game. If you really knew, you think you're getting a lot because you so malnourished from the game, but you're really not. And guess what? Without the full piece, you don't really know what you're doing. You're just gonna go out there and get your head cut. That's why I advise y'all to get a product, book a call. Because you don't know everything that I say, man. I could go so deep on for an hour. Everything I say, every video that I do, that's 60 seconds. I could do a whole masterclass on what you think I'm saying. I'm not really saying. Plus, the real game can't even be said. Man, I say the real game on here. Come on, they gonna ban me. Tony Warren, I can admit I took major L's in that relationship. All my accomplishments since have been rooted in that anger, but I think it depletes my energy. I mean, listen, man. That's why I say all the time, man, you better get yours. The reason dudes be so mad in a relationship when it ends or when she cheats is because you was getting nothing out the deal. You was giving her money, time, attention, your resources, your life. You wasted years of your life and money for her to cheat on you. So it's a double whammy because she came up. She got all your time, energy, resources, attention, and she was just able to skedaddle on top. But if you was with a woman and you was requiring from her, yeah, you was with her, but hey, y'all being together, it was a benefit. When she left that relationship, every day you was like, hey man, her being here has helped level my life up because I've been requiring. This was a mutually beneficial thing. If she did cheat, you'd be like, damn, okay. But it wouldn't have hurt as much because you didn't get all the other shit taken from you too. And guess what? When you make a woman require, invest, she seldom will cheat as often as a woman who it don't matter. Hey, she cheated, don't matter. I left her on top. But if a woman is putting in time, sweat, energy, investment, she think, man, if I get caught cheating, all this investment is gone. All this time and energy is gone. It's going to be a little bit more. I don't know if I want to do that. That's a big risk. Ain't no risk when she be getting everything. She probably ready for you to go. Shit, I hope I get caught. Shit, I done got everything I need. I'm ready to go. Not to mention, you don't understand the bond that you build with a woman that's deeper than anything you could ever have with quote unquote just love. When you build it with your woman, when you grind it with your woman, when your woman is producing it and invested in your goals and your future and the things that you're trying to do, you don't understand how that really builds something way deeper than any just fucking and going out to eat will ever do. When you really grinding and building and growing with a woman and she's mentally and magnetically intertwined with your goals, that woman is going to love you different than a bitch who just around having sex, watching TV, and looking for excitement every day. It is what it is. That's why every bitch around me, I don't care what we doing, what we doing. Yeah, we didn't have sex. We didn't went out to eat. We didn't went to a couple concerts. All right, bitch, now what we doing? Well, what we doing? Well, shit, you tell me what you into. Well, I'll see a way that I could put that business together or come jump on a podcast. But we're doing something together because we're not just going to sit here and kick our feet up and have sex and go out to dinner. That's what we're not going to do because I know where that's headed. Bitch, I can't even like you. Bitch, I'm going to start looking at you funny. This is going to fizzle out real quick if we're not doing something productive together. You niggas just let the bitch just kick her feet up all motherfucking day. Hey, man, idle mind is the devil's playground, man. Yeah. Let that bitch kick her feet up all day if you want to. How much to get on the show to chop up game? 4 figures, depending on who you are. This might be less for some, more for others. Better get on, man. This, huh? The meal preps. Hey, because you see, this game guy thing going up, so you better get in where you can fit in. You know what I'm saying? Before you can't get in, if you can't afford it. Man, I need somebody to really be on this motherfucker chopping this shit up because it's just too much game. Shabazz, my guy, man, always come through with it, man. You always show love, man. Shout out Shabazz, man. He always come through. Hey, man, check this out. I'm going to start doing this, and then I'm going to start cutting these lives after an hour, and then only do the rest of the live on, what's the platform? Twitch. Goldie Game God. Y'all go follow it right now. Goldie Game God on Twitch, because I'm going to start cutting these, and the only people that go watch this is people on my Twitch. Because I be giving too much game, man. Do-rags back in style. I'm going to have to go get me one. Hey, man, go get you a 5-pack. Hey, man, yeah, I'm going to make some game God, like who likes me, God do-rags. How do you manage to stay aligned, and what do you do to realign yourself when you feel unaligned? Meditate, work out. I got methods, but meditate, work out. Hey, man, sometimes you just need a good night's sleep. You know what I'm saying? And I got a lot of great books of wisdom around me, man. I can reach out, man. Y'all don't see. I got so many great books in my house with just ancient wisdom and game. All I got to do is reach out and grab one. But to help you stay aligned is never get too far out of alignment. How do you not get too far out of alignment? Never go too long without working out. Never go too long without reading. Never go too long without meditating. Therefore, you never get so far out of alignment. It's the best way. You're trying to have a quick fix. Don't always work like that. But if daily you putting in the work, you working out, you doing a meditation to keep your mind right, you reading just a little bit of a good book of wisdom on a regular basis. If you're doing the actions daily, you got to come into alignment. You're eating clean. You know what I'm saying? Then it's going to be a lot harder to throw you so far out of alignment. It's hard to get back. But when you go super, super long, being out of alignment, eating bad, doing this, doing that, doing all these things, bro, you ain't just going to come back into alignment in one day. You're looking for a cheat code. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to put in the work to earn that alignment. Right thoughts, right action. What they say, the real trinity, when your thoughts, actions, and emotions align. So if you're not in alignment, are your thoughts, your actions, and your emotions aligned? You know what I'm saying? Do you take time to say, not even meditation, For the next hour, I'm just gonna sit and I'm gonna think. No distraction, no nothing. Sometimes you got to cut from the noise. All this stimulation is throwing you off. You got to get back centered. It's mandatory. Sometimes, man, go to the nice restaurant by yourself and just have a meal by yourself without your phone. Hey, man, you got some money? Hey, man, go to the closest beach town. Get you a hotel by yourself. You know what I'm saying? I've done that before. Man, I had a birthday. Man, and this, I ain't gonna tell you where it's at, but it's this real secluded beach in California. My birthday. I ain't tell nobody, man. I went there by myself. Was it my birthday? I can't remember. Maybe not my birthday, but it was just a weekend. I went out there, rented a house by myself, took a couple books, went up there, just align myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I am the most important thing. My mind has to be right. This system, this life is being projected by this mind. I got to keep my mind right. Y'all don't take care of yourself. You'll take care of the bitch. You'll take the bitch on vacation. Nigga, have you ever took yourself on vacation? Nigga, I've took myself on vacation. I've took myself on vacation. Got me an Airbnb on the beach by myself because I am that important. Y'all treat everybody else more important than you treat yourself. You'll take the bitch on vacation. You'll take your family on vacation, but you won't ever be like, you know what? I deserve a vacation. Anyway, we're past that. Lee Childs. Who's your bro, man? Shout out to him. Real brain food. Fasting, yeah. But you know what? Let me tell you what. Fasting does help. But you know what's better than fasting? Eating clean. Because almost the same thing that happens when you're fasting. The reason fasting is so good is because you're getting all the toxins that you eat every day out your body. How about you nourish yourself with only clean foods? So you're getting it's almost the same effect. Not the same, but almost the same effect. You know what happens when you start eating clean? You know when people get on our program and they start just eating clean? They've been eating like shit for so long. When they just eat clean, they get to feeling like, oh my God, I feel amazing. I feel like I'm rich because they've gone so long with eating all of the preservatives and this and that and that. We don't understand these are chemicals that is just messing our entire system up. But when you just eat clean for a week, eat clean for a week, go to the gym for a week and eat clean for a week, your life will change. Lottery guru, you sent a super chat. Would you ask? I'm gonna take your word for it. I'm gonna take your word for it. Your gut is your second brain. Yep, man, and that's real. That's really real. Your gut is your second brain. If you look at it, what does your intestines look like? It looks like a brain. So now that's a fact. They don't teach us that though, and I feel like they don't teach us that for a reason. Because if they taught us that, we would be a lot more mindful what we put into our stomach, and that would mess up and crumble the entire economy because food would not be this as big as it is. Because food is a drug. Food is probably the number one drug killer. Period. Food is a drug. The preservatives, the salts, the sugars, all of these things that are in there, even when it says natural, if you look at what natural could mean a whole bunch of things that aren't actually natural, right? So it's really a drug. And that's why the power structures that be will never allow you to really know about your body and your health because it would make food. People deal with food in a way that it was never meant to be. Do you think that we were meant to go to restaurants all the time and eat all the time and do all these things? We weren't meant to do that. So I used to tell bitches all the time, like, get the fuck, you always talking about this food. You're irritating me. You're on such a low level spiritually and mentally, it's irritating me. I'll go out to dinner for the ambiance, but fuck this food. It's just food. This is literally only supposed to be fuel to fuel my body, feed my muscles, and let me keep going. It wasn't meant to be this whole extravagant thing that we got to do 3, 4, 5 times a day. And that is exactly why people aren't mentally right, because you're digesting food 24/7. You're putting all this pressure and strain on your body on top of all of the bullshit. If you really look at half of the food you eat, well, it's not even food. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? You doing God's work, no exaggeration. Hey, man, I'm going to get a shirt that says I'm doing God's work, man, because I really am. Somebody told me today about the game you gave them on having a burning desire. Thoughts on turning wants into needs. Man, the game on a burning desire. If you get a burning desire, man, that's why I love Think and Grow Rich, man, because a burning desire is all you need. Fuck the discipline, fuck the habits. Don't fuck them, but I'm saying you need them. But when you got a burning desire, you're going to do whatever, man. Before I learned anything about the discipline and the habits and the blueprint, I had a motherfucking burning desire. Yeah, it was aimed in the wrong direction, but that's why I got everything I wanted, because it was nothing that was going to stop me from being and having what I wanted in that arena, because I had a burning desire for it. And the most successful people have a burning desire. And that's when they say work don't feel like work. Work don't feel like work because, one, either you love to do it or it don't matter what you got to do, because all you worried about what you're about to get. Like Elon Musk and dudes like that, man. Jeff Bezos, man, sleeping in their office. Dan Pena sleeping in their office because they got a motherfucking burning desire. So it ain't just like, hey, listen, I was sleeping in my car, getting dressed at the gym. And it didn't occur to me later, hey man, I was homeless. Why? Because I had a burning desire for what I wanted out there. I didn't even see me sleeping in the car as this was nothing in comparison to what I wanted. You got to develop a burning desire. Stop smoking that weed. It's making you too calm. You need to be vibrating high. Man, that's why I take my son to these houses on these islands. It gives me a burning desire. Butterflies in my stomach, man. Turn on that YouTube. Type in manifestation, billionaire affirmations. Go look at the shit that's gonna get you excited. Go to the hotels. That's why when you get a little bit of money, go to that nice hotel. When you get a little bit of money, go to that showroom floor. Whatever it is for you, I don't know what it is, but whatever it is for you, that's why they say sexual transmutation. When they talk about sexual transmutation, that is that burning desire when you really like a woman. Not just when she bad, but when it's like, oh, that bitch is my type. That's when you see that type of woman, that feeling you get in your stomach, that's that burning desire. When what they tell you to do is you got to transmute it from that woman to your goals and your dreams. Transmutation, you take that same burning desire feeling you have for that woman and you transmute it into the goals that you want. We getting too deep though. That was some real game. You dove deep. Appreciate it, brother. Which game? Wave Sync. I might be seeing this later. Don't give me a timestamp on here. Wave Sync said that was some real game. You dove deep. Appreciate it. Appreciate the super chat. Fasting induces optography. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it does. When your body once it starts healing itself. Once it ain't nothing going on in your system for your body to digest, now your body starts to heal yourself and repair itself. That's what optography is, right? I love Popeyes. The chicken's just too good. Hey man, I used to like Popeyes too. When I ate like shit, when I started eating clean, I eat Popeyes now. The shit tastes like shit. I ate a lot of things that I used to eat back in the day. I'd be like, I can't believe I used to fucking eat this garbage. But when garbage is all you know, you don't even know no better. Eat clean for a month, then start to eat that shit. It's gonna make you sick. I have that book, How to Eat to Live by I don't know how I didn't really go through it though. What kills your burning desire? Sex, drugs, alcohol, weed, uh, haters, other people with low motivation, uh, lack of clarity, dream killers. Catch me on Twitch. Oh, 300. I ain't never been that high. Come on now. Y'all better click the link in the description. I like who likes me. This is a movement. You can say that you're a part of this movement. Hey, man, I'm the only one who can sell these shirts. I own the trademark. You see somebody else selling them, let me know so I can sue their ass. Get you a shirt because I might not make no more. Let them know you're a part of this movement right here. All right? Get chose with your mouth closed, God. Start from the foundation. Get the Game God Mentality program. Start with the foundation of this game. But the new book, anybody who got the new book, who got a page and knows the header, let me know and I'm going to read it. Rory always coming through with it. Rory tonight, man, you on fire, man. You on fire. Man, Twitch, Goldie, Game God. Twitch right now. Right now. Oh, for the alignment question. Yeah, man. That's some heavy game right there. That's some heavy esoteric game. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, I've been in a lot of mentorships, not just the game, not just business, but in high levels, man. Societies, man. You know where they got some esoteric knowledge, man. Listen, thoughts, actions, emotions all have to be in alignment. They say to manifest or to be in alignment. So ask yourself, when you feeling out of alignment, when you're not feeling right, it's because one of those things are off. Are your actions in alignment to your thoughts? And then are your emotions in alignment to those things? Simple questions. Change the game. How to get your sexual discipline under control, man? I don't know, man. I don't know. But it's just like with anything. Every discipline affects every other discipline, man. If you can start to discipline what you put in your mouth, you can start to eat clean. If you can start to deny, pornography and things of that nature, I feel like every discipline becomes easier, and every lack of discipline makes it even easier to have lack of discipline. Once people start drinking, then it turns into drugs, then it turns into women, and then it turns into unprotected sex, then it turns into, you know what I'm saying? But if you didn't have any of the vices, you're in your right state of mind, it's going to be a lot easier to be disciplined in those areas. And for me, I value myself too much. Bitch just can't get up on me because she got a wet spot between her pussy, man. Ain't gonna happen. Now I'm a man. I have desires. I just feel so highly of myself that, bitch, I don't give a fuck how cold you are. I would feel too bad about myself if I just hit some shit just to hit it. And you ain't do nothing for me, and this didn't turn into nothing. Bitch walking around talking about you, she done had a piece of me for nothing. Come on. Elevate yourself mentally and spiritually, man. It's a wet spot between this bitch legs, nigga, where she bleed every motherfucking month. Nigga, you tripping on that bad? Come on. But then again, when you have an abundance of something, we overvalue things that we don't have. Whatever we don't have, we overvalue it. I had so many women when I was younger, and then getting into the game, it was of no consequence. Because I could have a woman whenever I want one, it's not a big deal about getting one. I don't know, but at the same time, I do know dudes, they get women and they still act like that. So shit, I don't know. I can't relate, bro. So can't give you an answer to something that I ain't going through. I've never tried Twitch. Yeah, man, that's the new wave right now. You got any esoteric book suggestions? You got to get my book list. You ever read The Way of the Superior Man? Nope. Somebody bought it for me. Never read it though. How long have I been on here? Yeah, I'm giving them too much game. I'm about to jump off of here. Preach, Afi. Holla at me, Afi. Let's do something. Let's do something. Hi, Goldie. I'm waiting on provide what we talked about on our one-on-one call. It has been 1 month. CJ, get with Bianca. Get with Bianca, or reach out to me. I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about right now. All right, man. Listen. Shout out to y'all. Y'all came through today. Y'all came through today. Get our Like Who Likes Me shirt. I'm going to figure out how to go through here, and somebody who gets a super chat, I'm going to reach out, and somebody going to get a shirt, either the blue one or the black one. And this is one of the only blue ones left. The blue one's already sold out, right? Don't try to wait for them to come back in stock. I don't even know if I'm going to order no more. It's not my daytime job. This is just something I want to get the movement out. It's not something I'm, actively doing. So go through the super chats, give one of these shirts out. Get chose with your mouth closed, guide. You really need to get that game guy mentality program. What to say and how to say it, man. Most of you dudes need that. That's the one thing y'all don't want to get, but that's the thing most of you dudes need, right? Because you don't know how to talk to women. You don't know what to say. You need a framework. You need to know how to start. What to say and how to say it. Link in the description. And you really got to get that get chose with your mouth closed, guy, because it gives you a lot of the framework before you even get to worrying about talking to women. The mindset that you need to have, because it's really the mindset behind it. Hey, y'all need to get a one-on-one. Y'all need to get the mentorship. Hey, man, if you want to come to Miami, hang out with me on a weekend, do what I do. We're going to go to the dinners. We're going to do the yachts. We're going to go out with some ladies. We're going to, have a good time, go to the clubs, talk to women. Just, you want to come, hang out, do the podcast, do the things like that. Willing to put in a 4-figure investment. I got a couple spots left. Let me know. Come hang out with the gang guy. Hey, but you got to qualify. Just because you got the money, we ain't gonna do it, man. I can't just have anybody, man. Sorry to say, sorry, man. It ain't no discrimination, man. But it's like some of y'all are just too not elevated yet. And even though you paying, I can't just have you around because people gonna see you with me. You got to be, you just got to be willing to put the money up. And you listen, hey, man. If we need to go shopping, I'll show you what clothes you should buy. Ain't got to be designer, man. If you need to get a haircut, man, I'll tell you, man, I'll take you to my barber. Because if you come out here, man, we got to be sharp. We got to enjoy ourselves. Let me know if y'all interested in that. Catch it on my school group. Only a couple spots left. We out of here, though. Somebody chop this up. Y'all hear me? I'm going to need somebody to chop this up or I'm taking this off of YouTube.